If there is anything that needs to be satirized and remixed, it is Trump talking about massive dumps. And by the way, extra points, if you can sample Trump saying massive dumps and me talking about it in a song, please do it.
Dumps. Big massive dumps. Dumps. Big massive dumps. Dumps.
Dumps. Dumps. Dump, dump, dumps, dumps, dump,
Dumps. Dumps.
dumps, dumps, dump, dump, dumps, dumps, dump,
Dump. Big massive dumps. Dumps.
dumps, dumps,
Sir, you just
dump, dump,
won.
dumps, dumps, dump,
Dump. Big massive dumps.
Donald Trump insisted multiple times that it was massive dumps that led him to lose the election, which is just
on another level, on another level.
Dumps.
dumps, dumps,
Sir, you just
dump,
won.
dump, dumps, dumps, dump,
Dump. Big massive dumps. Dumps.
dumps, dumps,
Sir, you just
dump,
won.
dump, dumps, dumps, dump,
Dump. Big massive dump.
You turn the faucet on in areas where there's tremendous amounts of water, where the water rushes out to sea because you could never handle it. People are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times, as opposed to once. Quietly dripping
Dumps.
dumps, dumps,
Sir, you just
dump,
won.
dump, dumps, dumps, dump,
Dump. Big massive dumps. Dumps.
dumps, dumps, dump, dump, dumps, dumps, dump,
Dumps.
what is going on here? What is going on here? It's just beyond parody. I mean, massive dumps cost him the election. What is going on here? What is going on here? It's just beyond parody. I mean, massive dumps cost him the election. What is going on here?
dumps, dumps, dumps,
Dumps.
All right, let's get right into it because we don't have unlimited time today, and I have so many things to go through with you because it's been a while since the last stream. First and foremost, just a quick programming note. We have 3 new emotes from the standpoint of Twitch, okay? They are David P11 Bitcoin. That's weird. I just typed it in Twitch and nothing happened. Am I supposed to type it in with a specific format? How do I designate that it's a Man, I don't even know what I'm doing. Do I just type Bitcoin? Wow, this is weird. It's like my own, I don't even know how to use my own emotes. I just type Bitcoin. That doesn't work either. Can someone tell me how to use my own emotes? Oh, a colon. Oh. David P11 Bitcoin. That didn't work either. Is it just Bitcoin? What a mess. Capital B. Geez, I can't even use it. Anyway, so we've got 3 new emotes. They are Bitcoin, Chadman, and Beta. I don't even know how to freaking use these things. It's so pathetic. 1 colon. Is the colon at the beginning or at the end? Colon Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, other people are using them, so that's fine. We have 3 new emotes on Twitch. So that's fine. All right, we got that out of the way. So 3 new emotes. Super chats. Radical liberal Raphael Warnock says, in Louisiana, vaccine eligibility has opened to most people, excluding children. I made a same-day appointment and just left with my first dose of Moderna. Very easy. Nice. Yeah. Thanks to being vaccinated, I actually am going to be traveling next week during our break. And I schwabbed today in both nostrils and am hoping for high marks on my tests so that I can travel. So I'll keep everybody posted on schwabbing. Oh, the beta emote is only for tier 1 subscribers. The beta, that's a big FYI. The beta emote is only for subs. Thank you very much. The COVID test was actually difficult. I studied all day yesterday to make sure I'd get it all right. Maddie says, David, you lied. It is Biden's fault gas prices are rising. He rolled out an effective vaccine strategy that's getting people back to work, which is causing demand to skyrocket. It's all his fault. Fair. That is true. Okay, emotes we have taken care of. I asked people last week to send me information for when you get scam telemarketer calls. Give me the numbers and I'll call them. I just called an IRS scam and told them that my name was Diego Salabumber Smith. Diego spelled Diegjo. Can you imagine? And they ended up routing me to a real IRS number. Apparently, they realized that it was too obvious of a scam bait. So we might publish that during the vacation. I have another one scheduled where I can call a certain number to avoid legal action. I might do that later. Maybe we'll even do it on stream. No, it's Diegj. It's even crazier. It's not Diejo. I said it was Diegjo. Completely wacky name. So we've got that. Daratan says the ex-Prime Minister of Australia, Kevin Rudd, is running a massive campaign against Murdoch Media, is also a cinephile and would be a cinephile, would be a great guest. We will look into that. Thank you. Okay, got that out of the way. I am going to be ready to adjudicate the croissant memes, and we'll do it after the Biden event. For people who want to stick around, we're going to adjudicate the croissant memes later on today. I do want to say thank you via Twitch to Artistic Simplicity for the sub, Astro Lycos for the sub, Master McLeavy for the sub, McCool for the sub. That's 4. Astro Lycos gifted 5 is 9. Breezy is 10. Regina is 11. Emeronic is 12. Beaver Smart is 13. Nasty Q's is 14. So kicking us off really strongly at 14 today. Light of the Twin Lamp says, out of curiosity, does your family pronounce your name as David or David? Well, if we're speaking Spanish, it's the latter. Hope that makes sense. Unban requests. I do have one unban request. The unban, it's such a lame unban request. I don't even want to adjudicate it because it's just too lame. I think I'm going to skip it. Latest first, oldest first. There's like a ghost unban request, interestingly. All right, we'll get rid of that. There is actually a producer Pat emote. It is at a higher level of subscription. So you need to be at a higher level of subscription in order to make that happen. Let's see what else I've got here. There are really a lot of things. Oh, I had a very strong tweet yesterday that some actors and celebrities are reacting to very strongly. This one's got about 7,000 retweets, 42,000 likes. The star of season 2 of Bosch, Jerry Ryan, retweeted this one. Who else was it? Oh, hold on. No, someone else very well known retweeted this one, and now I forget. Damn, who was it? It was a female actress. Now I forget who it was. Anyway, that's lame. I forgot about it. I do have a funny thing from the Majority Report. Sam Cedar received his 1 million subscriber plaque, and I'll just play this with no explanation. This is pretty funny. Take a listen.
The Beijing thing.
Oh my gosh, here it is.
Susan is one that David Rubin likes to say, "Me with me, Susan." I might have actually got him.
How come my thing, denigrating people got demonetized? I don't get it. All right.
Look at that. It's gold.
It is gold. What the?
Is there a misspelling?
They call it the Minority Report.
Presented to the David Pakman Show.
Uh-oh.
What?
We're passing 1 million subscribers. The David Pakman Show.
They got the wrong address.
And they spelled Pac-Man wrong.
They did?
Look, it's P-A-C-K on that, isn't it?
Oh,
my
no.
God. They really... They did spell it wrong.
Wait,
right.
You did that.
That's just the bag. I can't believe it. I spelled Pakman Singer. All right, there it is. Yeah, it's not... Yeah, I know. I thought.
Oh God, you were hyping this up for so long, and you didn't even spell it right
No, I
on your
didn't even
label
spell it
maker.
right. No,
God
I
damn.
Can you
How
imagine?
did Ronald Reagan get access to our plaque? But you did that.
It's a Ronald Reagan trick. And so there it is. Whoa,
I
this
mean-
is real gold.
Let's sell it.
Like, how are you
Believe
holding
me,
up with
believe
one?
me.
Is Sam having audio issues? It sounds like people are getting gated out in a weird way. I don't know. Anybody else noticing that?
Your left hand too?
Believe me, if this was real gold, I would have been like, never showed up. But sorry, folks. But yeah, it's really the thought that counts. And I would have sold this off. This would have been my.
All right. So anyway, he got his actual thing, and all right, good. All right. There is there's an element of graffiti in Oakland that is Pacman. It's my actual last name. Let me see. Is this spelled? This was brought to my attention. Pakman. I don't know. Excuse me. Oh no, I'm choking. And I'm missing my water. I don't know anything about the location of this other than it's Oakland, and it is my last name. I haven't been to Oakland for a while. I don't think it's any of our viewers that did it. But that's kind of cool. So we've got that today. We also have, this is very, very cool. This is why does it look weird like that? That's strange. This is as some of you know, I once had this very Freudian slip where I referred to the world famous bonus show as the Boner Show. And one of our viewers made this, I believe they go by the name Phonike II. They made this. This is really, really well done. Okay. I hope people are ready for this. Get the kids out of the room. Let's remind you that we have a tremendous bonus show. Oh boy. So you see the croissants flying. Oh boy. And you see the coupon code immoral21 with soy milk. Mind you that we have a tremendous bonus show. Oh boy. Boner. Oh boy. So really, really explosive intro. Let's just do it once now without me interrupting. We may have to adopt this as the official bonus show intro. Let's remind you that we have a tremendous bonus show. Oh boy. Yep. Oh boy. Let's remind you that we have a tremendous bonus show. Oh boy. Boner. Oh boy. It's hard to believe this is my job sometimes. Okay, so we got that. I also have, actually, no, I'm going to wait on, I have another announcement I'm going to wait on. Hold on. Let me just do this other thing. Here's just another kind of like pathetic anti-masker type thing. This one's interesting.
You can take oregano oil. You can dilute 10 drops of oregano oil and drink that over the course of the morning and do that 10 days in a row, and your COVID symptoms will be gone.
Oregano oil, everybody. This is like an essential oils type clown, it looks like.
Now, if you're
I think that's total fucking bullshit.
Is this guy really with this guy can't really be with CNN, right?
I honestly don't care what you think. I don't think you've done your research.
Do you understand how Dunning-Kruger works?
I don't understand how anything you refer to even makes any sense, brother. What is that?
Dunning-Kruger.
Dunning-Kruger, what is that?
So like the stupidest people in the room think they're the smartest.
Is your name Dunning-Kruger? Like, what are you going to come out with next? Occam's razor? The simplest explanation is that I'm an idiot?
Well, I mean, that is interesting. That could be. That's a little bit of a self-ownage there. Really, really weaponized ignorance, as you guys can all see. Now, fortunately, vaccination is ramping up. We have the latest numbers here. We had massive dumps of vaccines over the weekend. We had, wait a second, what day is this? Saturday, 3.1 million. Sunday, 3 million. Really, really strong. Yesterday, 2 million. Okay. And we are likely within a day or two going to breach the 2.5 million per day dose number, which is a really, really good number to have. So I'm very excited to see that. Let's do some super chats. Thoughts on Biden's assault rifle ban? Will Republicans use it in the midterms? Democrats want to take your guns. Well, Republicans have been saying that anyway. So what's the downside? That's what they've been saying before Biden even talked about guns. I do want to say thank you to Jacqueline Rasinski. Jacqueline just signed up at joinpacman.com. Jacqueline, thank you. I want to invite you. Yes. Well, you or you. Yeah. To get a membership at joinpacman.com, we have an unpublished coupon code which expires at the stroke of midnight Friday. Immoral 21. It's not illegal. It's only immoral. Immoral 21. And everybody who signs up at joinpacman.com right now, I am going to say really great things about you. They're probably not even going to be true, quite frankly, but I'll still say them. All right. Also, thanks to Ranch Fiend for the Twitch sub, Party 1999 for the Twitch sub, Short Brief for the Twitch sub. That's 3. 3 plus 15 is 18. I have a few. Oh, this is kind of funny. So we have an open position at the show. I announced it last week. We have 300 applicants. And so it's going to take a while to go through it. We're starting to cull the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. There were people who applied from other countries. We need to hire an American person for legal simplicity. There were people who I don't know. There were some people who weren't good fits, but 300 applicants. Here is something really, really funny. Someone called in pretending to be Troy York to apply for the position. Okay, this is fake Troy York applying for work.
Hey, David Pacman, your stupid, deep communist state, low IQ, dumb gay show, from what I understand, has a job opening. And this is Troy York, and I think I'm the perfect guy for the job. I mean, you're looking for social media and writing. You know I'm good at this, but David. Trump's Twitter feed. I would follow that all the time. I would go and take the disinformation.
All right, it's not that funny. Yep, okay. Delete. So that's that. And then here is someone pretending to be a bad applicant who didn't understand any of the instructions for how to apply.
Hey, David. I'm a big fan of the show. I was a little curious. I'm actually interested in applying for the position, and I know you said voicemail was the only way to apply for.
Of course, I didn't say apply via voicemail.
The position opening that you're hiring for right now. And I thought that was a little weird at first, but I'm content with it. So I'm just gonna call and go over my CV, and we'll see where it goes from there. Okay.
So then they read their resume to me, which, I mean, listen, it's funny, sort of, not really, but there were a lot of people who unfortunately did not come close to even understanding how to apply for the job. So I know that we're laughing and stuff, but let's just say I'm thrilled we got 300 people who figured out how to actually apply. There were some people who did not actually figure out how to apply, and that was pretty scary stuff. Christopher says, getting my first vaccine shot tomorrow. Getting an appointment in many places, if you want one, requires you to get on a waiting list or pre-list. Yeah, last week my brother started calling pharmacies. And on Monday night he started, and then he called around closing time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he got a pharmacy to say, come on down, we've got extra doses. So he was able to get his vaccine. Basically, my whole family that's in the U.S. now is vaccinated, which is obviously great. JD Straight Shot says, some people are saying Trump's social media work will be called locker room talk or toilet scrolling. I was thinking Trumpagram or Twit Trump, maybe. I don't know. I want to say thanks to Brittany Blockman for signing up at joinpacman.com. Brittany, you're unbelievable. Thank you so much for signing up. I really appreciate that. Daniel asking if I will condemn the graffiti artist in Oakland who tagged my last name on a bridge. I guess. I mean, I don't know. Graffiti, I'm not sure. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, hold on. We've got breaking news from former producer Lewis. Getting his first dose. Well, it's not even clear what he's saying. He's saying, got our first shots Thursday. Does that mean got an appointment this coming Thursday, or he got his vaccine last Thursday? Kind of unclear. Grammatical ambiguity from former producer Lewis. That's tough. I do want to say thank you to Tyler Jackson. Tyler just signed up at joinpacman.com and is doing his part to do what I don't know, but certainly doing his part. Dave, can you shout out my boys Johnny O and Arash in Phoenix? Yes, Chakaseki, absolutely. Let's just do, this is becoming perfunctory. Do people want Troy York voicemails today? last stream, after a string of no's, people voted yes, but the voicemails were so boring that we just cut them. I'm pasting the link in Twitch and YouTube chat. It is up to the people. Do you want the Troy York voicemails today? We want auto refresh, of course. It's funny. People voted no for weeks. Last week voted yes, and then I couldn't even get through them. They were so boring. The no's having it so far by about a 3-1 margin. That would mark the biggest defeat for Troy York since the beginning. Supposedly dead people voting here. Going now to 70-30. Freakadelic says, apropos of spam calls, in case it hasn't been considered, register your number on the FTC site and spam calls cease after 24 hours. Good advice. I appreciate that. The no's destroying Troy York right now. 3-1. We have never seen such a lopsided vote. Again, if you want to vote, I am going to paste the link to the poll in Twitch chat a few times and in YouTube chat a few times. We have 250 or so votes, and by a 3-1 margin, the audience has spoken, and they are saying no, no, no to Troy York. This could be a green mirage. We could have late entrants who are going to vote yes, but now with nearly 300 votes, still in that 70-30 range, this may be the end of, we should have a rule like a super majority, where if we ever get like maybe 85-15 no, that's the end of Troy York and we never put it to a vote again. I think that would be a reasonable thing. We'd have to figure out the threshold, maybe 85-15, maybe 90-10. But at a certain point, if it's so overwhelming, that's that. While we continue counting, I do want to mention something funny. We got we have a new advertiser that's going to be starting soon, and it's an underwear line. I'm not going to say which one yet because it wouldn't be appropriate until the campaign has actually started. But this is like, it's pretty damn aggressive. And they sent me some of these underwear samples. And one of them I saw and I was like, oh my God, it's like a thong. And then it was actually a face mask with their logo on it. But I was so rattled by the aggressive nature of these undies that when I wasn't thinking face mask. I saw this thing and I thought, there's no way in hell I'm wearing that. But it turned out it was just a face mask with their logo. So we'll have more news about that as we get closer to launching the campaign. I'm getting close to calling this, guys. It's 70-30. I don't know of any way that this is going to be reversed. The audience saying absolutely no to Troy York. Baruch Rudd says, I made a Twitch account and figured out how to link it to Amazon Prime to use the free subscription. It worked. Take that, Bezos. Absolutely. Yeah, thanks to Super Schluffy as well as Sir Fibble for signing up via Twitch, putting us at 22. I am officially calling the Troy York vote at 70-30. Troy York has been defeated and brutally so. Brutally so. No Troy York voicemail, so we will close that out. KJ asking about the job search. I mentioned this earlier. We have 300 or so applicants, and we are slowly starting to go through a process. James Montalbano says, overnight ballots, stand back and stand by. Yeah, just Troy York brutally defeated. And many people glad about that. Thanks also to James La Jeunesse, which I believe means the youth in French. James La Jeunesse, signing up at joinpacman.com and his new member number 23. And if you're just joining us after Joe Biden's presentation today, I will be adjudicating the Croissant memes. Here is just one, just to give you guys an idea sort of what and I've decided I'm just going to rank them and we'll find out which are the top 10. Let's see if this loads here. Here is one. This is me with, what is this? I guess CDs, Deepak Attack. This one may not win. That's okay. But we have a bunch of good ones. I'll adjudicate these later. Definitely one of my favorites is this Argentina-themed one, where I am dressed as a gaucho and there is actually Argentinian gaucho art in the background. I really like this one. This one is in the running for sure. Okay, so we'll adjudicate those after Joe Biden is done speaking. And then last thing, as far as voicemails go, I did get one from the Manic Moderate. Let me play that for you.
Wow. This is Bob from Lakeland, Florida. Hopefully be in Mexico soon.
Right.
Working on all the paperwork, yeah. Anyway, Ford is moving those electric car jobs to Mexico. Ah, I thought the Green New Deal would create jobs.
We've not passed that. We've not passed the Green New Deal. What's Bob talking about?
Oh, that's right. Just like I said, Mexico, China, Taiwan, South Korea. That's where the jobs will go. Wire, manufactured overseas. Yep. Those solar panels, manufactured overseas. Wind turbines, they're all going to be manufactured overseas.
All right. So the Manic Moderate, Bob from Florida, with an economic analysis today. So we've got that. Thank you. Big thanks to Luke Fitzgerald, who just signed up at joinpacman.com. Guys, the coupon code is working. For the love of God, it's immoral21. Everybody's using it. Luke used the coupon code. James used the coupon code. Tyler used it. Brittany used it. Jacqueline used it perfectly. I've never seen anyone use it as perfectly as Jacqueline. So the coupon code, I know it's not what's up there. I'm giving you a better coupon code. Okay? It's immoral21. That's 2 M's. Jesus Leon says, rest in peace, Troy voicemails. Maybe he'll get airtime on Fox. James Montalbano says, breaking, Troy York has hired Sidney Powell to fight straw poll results. And then Stephen is asking for a time limit on polls in order to have a consistent methodology. That seems fair. That's something I would consider. That doesn't seem like a crazy thing to say. All right. Very, very good. Okay. New contest alert for those in the audience who are good with videos and memes. Later today, we'll be picking the 10 winners for free memberships from the Croissant meme. Here is the new meme format. It is a David Pakman Show related edit of this infamous viral video. All right. Now, I don't know if in your conception of this, I'm the Trump or I'm the Biden playing the drum. Okay. It's up to you guys, but this is the new contest. We're giving out 10 more memberships. This one's video. So we're going from pictures to video. Arguably one of the best of the Trump era. Maybe I'm the cat, right? I could be the cat, I guess. Sounds less funny, but. Okay, anyway, so this is the new meme format, all right? I have 10 subscriptions to give away. This one isn't even sponsored yet. If someone wants to get in touch, Stacy sponsored the 10 we're giving away later today. Someone wants to get in touch and get involved in sponsoring 10. Otherwise, we're going to give them away. I'm going to go into my pocket and give away 10 memberships. That's the one. Deadline Sunday. All right, everybody. info@davidpakman.com is the way to submit it. Thank you to Luke Martin, who just signed up at joinpakman.com using the coupon code immoral21. Luke's new member number 25. Also want to say thanks to Harry, as well as Desherminator, Anti-Inspo, Zeta Rocks, Clay for signing up. Oh, and Kieran Live for signing up via Twitch and Twitch Prime. We do now have bonus emotes for Twitch subs, which is exciting. All right, so we did, let me make sure we did this. Just a reminder, new meme format. Right. All right, get those in by Sunday. Okay, I'll just play this as people are just joining us. New bonus show intro. Let's remind you that we have a tremendous bonus show. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's remind you that we have a tremendous bonus show. Oh boy. Bonus. And as members, of course, you get daily access to that. So that's very exciting. We did this already. We decided absolutely no Troy York voicemails to be played today. So we're caught up on a number of different items here. And I think that that's a really, really great thing. Okay. So that is that. Oh, people asking. Okay. For the memes, the videos, you get them to me, info@davidpakman.com. I suggest don't attach a file. Upload it yourself to YouTube and send me the YouTube link. It's less likely it'll get stuck in spam if you do that. Very simple. Upload to YouTube. It's free. Send us the link to info@davidpakman.com. If you send it as an attachment, it could be brutally blocked at the server level. Let me say thank you to someone who just signed up for a membership under the name Coupon Code Worked. Thank you. Also, thanks to Brian Allwood and Tom Boulay, who just signed up at joinpakman.com, putting us at 33. Some people asking to hear the scam call. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll play a little bit of it. Let me see here. How can I do this? We're now, I had a little free time and I did a scam call earlier. Let me see here if I can do this the right way. Okay, let's listen.
Thanks for calling in.
Let me skip ahead here. Oh, here we go. I don't know, Chris. I got a voicemail saying I have overdue taxes that you may be able to help me. I don't even really know what's going on.
Okay, no problem. Do you know who left you a message or a call? Because I'll try and get you over there.
I have is a tax ID.
Oh, may I have it, please?
Yes, it's 78437.
Okay, 78437. Okay, so, sir, can I have your first and last name?
Yes, first name is Diego, Diegjo.
Mm-hmm.
And last name is Salabumber Smith. I can spell it if you want.
Can you spell it out for me, sir?
Yes, it's SZALABUMBER and then Smith, like, Smith.
Okay. And the phone number, let me verify it's...
So I'm going to skip over the phone number because they don't have my number, but it might be a Skype caller ID. It might be someone's number. I made up a tax ID. It might be someone's number associated with the tax ID I gave.
Okay, so thank you for patiently waiting on the line. So according to the file, it looks like...
The file.
The reason why John called you earlier because the RAS...
The RAS.
...has made some recent changes to the Fresh Start program due to the...
They're running a Fresh Start coupon code themselves, it sounds like.
Coronavirus. So it looks like you are eligible for some relief on your tax debt. Did you get the information that was sent in the email or in the mail?
No, I just got a voicemail. You're saying that there were changes made by the RAS?
Yes, sir.
Wow. And I didn't get anything about... I just got a voicemail from John.
No problem, sir, because I've pulled up the file, so I can probably go over the information with you. So according to the notes on the file, It looks like
They are looking to provide me relief through the RAS through a fresh start program, I guess.
there were several things mailed to you. So there are new federal relief programs for those experiencing hardship due to their tax debt.
Jew.
So right now, taxpayers can be eligible. Yes.
Oh
Due
my
to
God.
their
That's the best moment, right? I mean, that's got to be the best when he talks about Jew. I mean, yeah. I don't know that there's anything, but I need to even go back and listen to that myself. Got a voicemail from John.
No problem, sir, because I've pulled up the file, so I can probably go over the information with you. So according to the notes on the file, it looks like there were several things mailed to you. So there are new federal relief programs for those experiencing hardship due to their tax debt.
Jew.
So right now, taxpayers can be eligible. Yes.
Oh
due
my
to
God.
their tax debt.
Jesus.
Taxpayers can eligible to receive forgiveness and relief on a portion of their tax debt based on a few factors. Now, please remember, these are relief programs, so not everyone qualifies. So, however, if you do qualify, our attorney will able to review your file and possibly help you with to get the forgiveness or resolve your tax debt. So let me go over the qualifying questions with you before I send you to the legal department, okay?
Please, yes.
Okay. So is your tax debt above or below $10,000?
Yes,
$10,000?
absolutely.
Approximately, sir, how much do you owe?
1,100.
1,100?
1,100, yeah.
Okay, so
I'm imagining he's writing these numbers down and trying to figure out how to do it.
No, okay. So since these programs may be based on your income, are you currently employed?
Yes.
Okay. So approximately how much is your monthly income?
Ooh, that's tough. I mean, that's a very private thing. And I don't know if you're based in is the RAS based in the United States?
Yes, sir, but we are receiving calls offshore.
Oh, you are?
Yes, sir. We are only working on the RAS, but we are receiving calls offshore.
I'm just trying to. Are you with the IRS, RAS, or the RS?
IRS, sir.
The IRS.
IRS.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen, monthly income is tough. I mean, what does my monthly income need to be? Let's put it that way.
Because so that we can know how.
Anyway, so this is the gist of it. We'll turn it into a clip for the vacation, and I have some others. There's a legal action one that I have that I might do after. I mean, it's something different, you know. I was having a good time. I know, guys. I know I'm not as good as Kit Boga. Okay, I get it. Oh, hold on a second. We have to do. I think we have to drop the ban hammer here. Oh, Jabby Gats just took care of it. Thanks, Jabby. Yep, Jabby Gats just dropped the ban hammer at exactly the right time. So I've got a couple others. If you have scammers and you want me to call them, you can email in with like the number they give you to call. And, you know, if I get to them, I'll get to them and try to call some of the scammers. Okay. Freakadelic says via super chat. Let's do some super chats. You'll be surprised to know that Scott Adams, the ever-Trump cheerleader, dunks his head and goofy grin in the toilet after his sophist streams. Wow. Phoenix Jones says, Janet Yellen believes we will all be at full employment by the end of 2021. 60% of jobs lost were supposedly nullified and not coming back. Magic or BS? Well, the question is how many new jobs are created that are not old jobs that were lost. I'm taking a wait and see attitude. I just am. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Let me say a huge thank you. Tell chat not the caller ID that is spoofed. Oh boy, I don't know what that means. Yeah. Okay. Thanks to Patricia Logan for signing up at joinpacman.com. Also, thanks to Victoria Reed for signing up at joinpacman.com. You know, there's this incredible thing where shows like the David Pakman Show and TYT, The Majority Report, we all have disproportionately male audiences. Whether the shows have female co-hosts or hosts or not, we have disproportionately male audiences and male members. But during live streams, we get disproportionately female members. What do people make of that? I genuinely don't know what to make of that. It's not something I've been able to explain. During the streams, the people signing up are disproportionately male names, I should say, traditionally male names. Unclear what exactly it means. Why aren't COVID cases continuing to go down? Yeah, that's a good question. I have that here. Let's update the latest numbers. So let's see here. Here is our case trend. And we had this big decline. And not only has it leveled, it's even ticked up just a hair over the last few days. What I think is going on is that we are starting to see younger people, unvaccinated people, perceive that the threat level is lower, even if they are not vaccinated. And they are going out and going wild, and they represent lots of the new cases. Whereas when you look at deaths are continuing the decline. So what could be happening is that there are declining deaths because more at-risk people are getting vaccinated and they're not going to die. And then you have young people going around. Some of the variants are more contagious, although not necessarily less deadly. And you're going to maybe see a lot of them represented in the new case numbers. That's my instinct, but we can only wait and see. What I can tell you is that this is not over if we continue to have 55, 56,000 cases a day. That's just what it is. Okay. Oh, and someone's pointing out, you know, if deaths lag cases, then the deaths might just not have flattened out. I'm not sure about that, though, because the flattening of cases started February 20th. That's 33 days ago. And we typically see a 21-day lag. We still, over the last 12 days, see the death decline. So that's a fair point. It's a totally fair point. But I think it would have started to flatten already. But I mean, listen, we're all kind of guessing. We're all working with incomplete information here. So that's just the best guess. And of course, my specialty is not epidemiology. It's podiatry, as many of you know. Actually, pediatric podiatry is my specialty. Okay. Do unban requests. I didn't think we had any. I'll take a look, but I didn't think we had any. Let me see here. Oh, okay. We do have one. Hold on. Let me get my gavel. Excuse me. I do have my gavel for adjudicating unban requests. When people are banned on Twitch, they have the opportunity to ask to be unbanned. Here's a user named Mason Labonte who came in and said, F you, then sent 3 links which were caught in the spam filter, then said, hi, David, then said, F you. They were banned, and then their unban request is F you. So we are going to go ahead and adjudicate that a permanent ban. I am hereby denying the unban request. There it is. And then I have another one here, Jup Toro, who said, who built the cages, Joe? Who built the cages, Joe? We vote Trump, no doubt. Joe built the cages. Based. He's smart. What about your son, Hunter? It's because Trump is anti-war. They were then banned. And then their unban request is, we do a little trolling. It's caller, we do a little trolling. You know, in theory, I would unban them if they just needed a timeout. but their unban request is so stupid that I think I'm going to hereby deny it. And that is the decision. So that is it. That I'm just getting, I know some people are saying it's not really ban worthy. It's just not a good vibe. I don't get a good vibe from it. And I believe that is it, although it's popping up. Yeah, I know that one's borderline. It's because their unban request was just so annoying that I just don't have any patience for it. That's it. That's all it is, my friends. It's sort of like if the president does it, it's not illegal. If I adjudicate it, it's correct by definition. How about that? Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate that. Okay, Jacques Roulette says some ladies use male screen names so they don't get DMs hitting on them. Yeah, but what I'm talking about sort of like the opposite. So I don't know that analysis necessarily applies. I'm getting some people wanting me to start adjudicating memes now. Yeah, maybe we'll do it while we wait for Joe Biden. Let's see here. So today we are going to be giving out 10 memberships. I'll just go in order. Here's the way we're going to do it. I'm going to rank these. All right. So let me get a notepad out and we will put it here, I guess. Let's see. See how we can do this. All right, good. And we'll just go in alphabetical order. And just the top 10 that come up are going to get their, they'll get the free memberships. Okay. So this is the first one. This is Anthony. So this is the only one we have so far. All right. Next meme. This is from Arn. This is Irish croissants. I think this is better than the Anthony one. So we'll put Arnie. All right. This could get difficult. We'll see. This is Bosniaga. It looks like the full English breakfast in one box, maybe fish and chips in the other, Trump in the background, Trump eating an ice cream behind me. I like this one. I think this is the best one so far. So this one is Bosniaga. Very nice. Next, this is Brett Bergner. This is Jesse Lee Peterson in my croissant box with Bernie in mittens in the back. It's not bad. I would probably put this second, actually. So that's Brett. Very nice. Let's continue. This is from Carlos. This, for me, is one of the top ones. This is Argentinian David Pacman in a gaucho, traditional gaucho dress with Argentinian gaucho art in the background. This is going right to the top for me. This is Carlos. Very, very nice. This is Christian. What do we have here? Looks like frozen hamburgers with Trump behind me waiting for me to grill them up. That's really not bad, actually. I would probably put Christian. I'm thinking third. Christian is third right now. This is Close-Up Channel. This is me near the Trump CPAC golden statue with watches. We have a watch advertiser on the show. That's kind of clever, actually. A play off of advertisers on the show. I would probably rank this. I would put this below Christian. Close-Up Channel. Remember, the top 10 get a free membership. We're still standing by for Joe Biden. Let me see how people are reacting to this. All right, it's looking okay. People aren't angry with me so far. All right, good. Let's continue. This is from Dennis. This is me with my dad's dog with a dreidel on its head on my shirt. That's a nice touch. They've added a third croissant box kind of at the bottom here, which is funny. A Bernie painting, Fauci, Trump. This is nice. This has some nice elements. I would put Dennis probably, I think Dennis is actually running third right now. That's pretty good. Here is a different interpretation. This is from Evan. This is a fake Tucker headline. Beta pandemic. The left is spreading the true pandemic of feminization. That's pretty good. This one is really, really good, actually. I would probably put this. I think I'm putting this second. This is Evan. Beautifully. Nicely done, Evan. I like this one. Oh, this is nicely done. This is a recreation of the Trump St. John's Church photo op with my medialunas. And you can see in the background, the church service board is announcing joinpacman.com and referencing, this is a Bible verse that's very near and dear to me, which is Zooks 3:16. I actually think this is number one right now. With no disrespect to Carlos whatsoever. Oh my God, hold on. Everything's just went haywire. With no disrespect to Carlos whatsoever, this is number one right now. That is Jason. Very, very nicely done. Really, really done. Well done. Okay. Next, the David Pakman Show. Can you imagine the Medialunas motherlode? This isn't bad, actually. I mean, it's. I love the background being black and white. Like artistically, this may actually be the best one. Yeah, I like this from Jessica. A lot of talent here, guys. I am putting this one third. There's Jessica's. Very nicely done. Here's me. Oh, this is me in a kimono. This is from that caller who called in and said, David, you in a little kimono. Is that deer in the background? And what am I holding? Tortillas? I don't even understand this one. It's interesting. I don't totally get it. Maybe this is probably, I would put John like, I'm probably putting John, holy jeez, everything's going haywire. I'm probably putting John right behind the close-up channel. Next is from Laszlo. Boxes of delicious promotional treats arrived from Fox's management this afternoon following today's hard negotiation about my starting position. Tucker Carlson tacos. This one's not so good. This one's not so good. I think I'm putting this probably behind Arnie. Laszlo. Okay, let's continue. This is Lauren. This is me with my Granny Smith apples and my Zooks. This is a nice reference to that caller who said they want to see my Zooks. And then I said I'd be more likely to show my grannies. Now, can anybody tell what's on the table in the background? I have no idea what that is. See if I can zoom it in. Oh, it's mail. Oh, it's massive dumps of ballots. Oh, that's actually a pretty good idea. I like that. That's a good touch. Based on that and the nice fruit work, I think I'm putting this right ahead of Bosniaga. So there's Lauren. Very nice. Clever. Let's zoom out. There we go. Now, this is a different Lauren. Sourdough Senate. I have pictures of senators in the boxes. This is not so good. This is not so good. I would probably put this below Bert. So this is Lauren Chris. That's a different Lauren. All right. Here's Maria. This is me with ballots. Okay. Yeah, the ballot idea is interesting. I think the other one was better executed where they're in boxes on my table. So I would probably put this below close up. That's Maria. Just want to make sure we're not missing the Biden event. No, we're not. Okay, good. It's kind of meh. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Here is from Nick. This is Moneybag Deepak. I've got the Bitcoin necklace. It's me in the Mona Lisa, my 1 million subscriber gold plaque on the wall, and you can see Trump playing golf out the back window. This is nicely done. This has some interesting elements. So I would probably put Nick. I think I'm putting Nick 5th right now. Call me crazy. I'm putting Nick 5th. Here's Phil. Phil has me wearing a shirt that says, I love massive dumps, with a MAGA hat on the table, Trump art, and then ballots. The idea is about a 6.5. The execution is like a 4.5, I think I would say. So I'd put it kind of right in the middle, maybe after close-up channel. And I think Maria's was actually better. So I'm putting Phil there with total peace and love. Ruben has, I have boxes full of Bernie and mittens, and then Trump's in the back window. And this is legitimately not that creative. I would probably put this here. That's Ruben. Next is Tony Nowak. My face instead has Biden, and then it looks like Melania and Trump's decapitated heads. I don't think so. I don't think this is so good. I think this is pretty low. I'm putting that right behind Laszlo. Here is Tyler. This is a fake Instagram post. Hey guys, I want to thank all the legal votes for our decision to permanently continue the Troy York voicemails. I'm wearing the Trump rioter hat. This is okay. I mean, the effort's not bad here. I'm thinking probably somewhere around here. I'll put Tyler there. We're getting to the end. This is wake up style. Pick your almost illegal treat. I have one box of medialunas and another one of coupon codes, Better 21. Okay. It's in the same area. I'm thinking here. Wake up style is here. That may have been the last one. That is it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. The 2 winners or the 10 winners are Jason, Carlos, Jessica, Evan, Nick and Lauren, Bosniaga and Dennis, Christian, and Close Up Channel. That is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. As a reminder, the winner is Jason's perfectly executed photo op, me with my croissants at St. John's Parish House. Praying at the altar of Zooks 316. Really, really nice job. And second place is Carlos with the depiction of me back with my Argentinian roots, not only holding Argentinian croissants, but also in gaucho wear. But congratulations to everybody who participated. Let me just email myself the 10 winners. And you have all gotten a free David Pakman Show membership. That's tremendous. Isn't that great? Memberships. Nice community event. Okay? So there's that. And as a reminder, hold on, where was this? Trump, Biden. We have a new meme contest. 10 more opportunities to get free David Pakman Show memberships. But this is a video contest based on this. Okay, so if you want to participate in this one, again, it should be David Pakman Show related. Maybe I'm Biden. Maybe I'm Trump. Maybe I'm the cat. Maybe I'm in the background. But this is the new one. Deadline is Sunday, so you have 5 full days. Okay, all right, so we got it. That is the next one. info@davidpakman.com. Some people already saying that's too difficult. Let's go to this Joe Biden event. Important announcement, breaking.
First, let me say that my heart and our prayers go out to all the individuals and families in Colorado.
Right.
Regarding the tragic shooting. But it is indeed an honor, Mr. President, to have you here in the heart of my district, the James, as part of your Help Is Here tour with my colleagues, Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur, Congressman Tim Ryan. And what a privilege
former guest on the show
to be here at the Ohio State University in the James with Madam President, Dr. Christina Johnson. Yes, a scientist. With Chancellor Hal Paz, with Dr. Farr, Dr. Andy Thomas, Dr. Wong, and so many more of my Ohio State colleagues and friends, especially as we celebrate the anniversary of the 11th anniversary of the Affordable Care Act being signed 11 years ago on this very day. Since then, a lot has changed, Mr. President. More than 20 million Americans are newly insured, and countless more can now find affordable, high-quality healthcare plans that best meets their needs without going broke.
Right.
I remember 11 years ago. I was here as a senior vice president at The Ohio State Universities when students found out that they could stay on their parents' insurance until they were 26 years old. Seeing the relief on their faces and hearing in their voices that they wouldn't have to be forced to go without health care coverage. Not to mention the fact that pre-existing conditions like cancer or just being a woman would no longer prevent more than 130 million Americans from getting treatment or being kicked off their health insurance. Mr. President, I am excited to serve with you. And as you mentioned on that historic day in 2010, the Affordable Care Act is a big deal, and it still is. And the same can be said about the American Rescue Plan. It is all about meeting the magnitude of the moment of my constituents. Lives are on the line, and this is pockets, get people back to work, return children and our teachers to the safety of the classroom, improve vaccine distribution, and yes, strengthen our economy. I want to thank you, Mr. President and Vice President Harris, for pledging direct relief to people and small businesses that need it the most. And this landmark, life-changing piece of legislation makes good on that promise. Together with you, your administration, my colleagues, and my OSU family of doctors and scientists, we can defeat COVID-19 and make promise on the pressing issues facing our country, including something that I know is extremely personal to you, Mr. President, defeating cancer, as evidenced by your Cancer Moonshot Initiative. So let's go defeat COVID-19 so we can end cancer as we know it and continue to build back better. Now, it is my pleasure to yield to Tamika Harrison, a manager of case management and social work right here at The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center's East Hospital, to introduce the 46th President of the United States, Mr. Joe Biden.
I assume that's a reference to Leslie Wexner, the Victoria's Secret guy. I'm guessing he donates to hospitals, right? Oh, strong sanitation. I'll take that as an opportunity to thank Kevin Cantor, as well as Jordan Purvis and Mason Dockery for signing up at joinpacman.com. Thanks, guys.
Good afternoon. My name is Tamika Harrison, and I'm the manager of the Case Management and Social Work Department at the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center's East Hospital. I'm excited to share reflections regarding where we've been, where we are today, and the excitement as to what the future of the American Rescue Plan Act will bring to the OSU health system and its patients. As we look to the anniversary of the Affordable Care Act, I recall when it was implemented. We saw and many times assisted patients and families with getting enrolled in health care plans, including Medicaid managed care plans, thereby providing them with access to the affordable health care that they so deserved and many desperately needed. We are now at a point to where patients and families do not need to use the emergency department as primary entry into our healthcare system. The ACA has afforded them access to obtain primary care provider coverage or linkage to an accountable care organization, thus allowing for the provision of increased continuity of care. This, as we all know, leads to better health outcomes for patients and their families. Because patients have had increased opportunity and more affordable options for access to care, we have used less patient and family emergency resources for services, both inpatient and outpatient. This includes services such as DME, which are walkers and wheelchairs, things of that nature, access to transportation, and post-acute care services, such as home IV infusion and skilled nursing visits. More importantly, though, it allows our patients better access to more specialized services, like that which is provided within the Radiation Oncology Department at the James Cancer Hospital and Solov Research Institute. I am looking forward to the lower premiums and the expanded opportunities for COBRA afforded by the new American Rescue Plan Act of 2021.
That's true.
This act will help patients, like one I vividly recall. A patient who had a job but just couldn't afford the coverage that was afforded to them at the time. This patient came in with an infection and then needed long-term IV antibiotics. In the past, this patient would have had to stay in the hospital to receive those services. Today, with access for better coverage, these services can be covered in a home setting. I am truly grateful for the difference the ACA and now the American Rescue Plan are making in our patients' lives. So please join me in welcoming to the podium President Joseph R. Biden.
Thanks to Kyle Ruth for the website membership. Appreciate it. While the sanitation happens, also thanks to Symptomatica and Margot Cabot, new members number 40 and 41 today, coming in strongly via Twitch.
Tamika, thank you very much. I guess I'm supposed to keep this on, correct? Yep. So,
keeping it on.
Good afternoon. Almost getting an evening. Before I
imagine Joe Biden doing what the policy is of the place where he's speaking. Isn't that strange?
Today at the White House, I addressed the mass shooting in Boulder, Colorado. While the investigation is ongoing, and I spent time on the telephone with the Attorney General as well as the head of the FBI, the investigation is still ongoing. My heart goes out to the families of the victims and the survivors. I want to commend the heroic actions of Officer Eric Talley, the father of 7 children, who left for work yesterday morning assuming he'd be able to go home, and for the ultimate sacrifice he made for others.
Horror.
Now let me turn to why I came today, to talk about initially the American Rescue Plan and the progress we're making on tackling COVID. Tamika, thank you for sharing your stories and what you're doing. My daughter is also some people's lives. And all you do to connect folks here in Ohio with the coverage and care they need. I want to thank Joyce, Congresswoman, for sticking with me during the day, and Marcy, my old friend. Good to see you, Marcy. Thanks for being here. And Tim Ryan. I always kid with Tim. If I got to be in a foxhole, he's the guy I want to be with. He always keeps his word, does exactly what he says he's going to do. And it's great seeing you, Tim. My best to the family. And Madam President, thanks for having served in the Obama-Biden administration, and you're doing an incredible job here. And all the docs that are here that I got a chance to meet with today, thank you. You're an incredible group of individuals. I also want to thank Sherrod Brown, who wanted to be here today, but he had to be in Washington to cast important votes in the United States Senate. Look, I want everybody to be aware that there are 3 key parts of the American Rescue Plan. All my colleagues supported here. First, we're going to more rapidly acquire.
So obviously, because Biden's wearing the mask and the mask is making his breath audible, the right is going to say the mask is there to cover some terrible illness that's causing him to breathe like this. That'll be the conspiracy after this.
Able to organize and help increase the number of doses in a much shorter time. So by the end of May, we're going to have on hand roughly 600 million doses, enough for every American. And the American Rescue Plan is also going to provide funding for more vaccination sites, vaccinators, and the paraphernalia needed to put that vaccine in one's arm. In addition, there is a second important piece of that plan. It's focused on dealing with the economic deprivation so many Americans have become subject to consequences of this virus through no fault of their own. Millions have lost their jobs and are still out of work. Around 11 million children in America are going hungry through no fault of their own. But as a result of the pandemic and the economic crisis, millions of Americans are not able to maintain their mortgage payments or rental payments and have found themselves on the verge of being evicted and having their homes repossessed. Well, we stepped in and we prevented that from happening with the American Rescue Plan. Hundreds of thousands of businesses are now not going to go under, but they're going to have an opportunity to reopen and have the financial assistance to be able to do it the right way and safely. Schools closed and children losing up to a year or more in learning capacity. You're ahead of the skates here in Ohio, but across the nation, the help was badly needed, and we've now provided the funding for that. Because of isolation and violence against women is up, abuse of children is up, and the need for mental health problems to deal with mental health problems and the consequence of them is up as a consequence of COVID. And in addition to that, suicides are up. Second, the American Rescue Plan brings relief to a population that's badly hurting. And one more element of our response is that first and foremost is a commitment to get Americans $1,400 check per person, including per child. So a firefighter and a school teacher making $120,000 combined with 2 kids are going to get a direct payment of $5,600 in cash. If they already have an account online with the IRS, which many do, by tomorrow we will have distributed 100 million of those checks. Just since the legislation passed, we're on the verge of doing that as of tomorrow. But for someone who doesn't have direct deposit, they're getting a check in the mail for all of that. So we also expanded the child care tax credit. Right now, if you file your federal income tax, you get to a $2,000 deduction for every child you have. But if you're making the minimum wage, you don't earn enough to file for federal taxes. But because of the American Rescue Plan, if you have 2 children, for example, under the age of 6, you're going to get a check for $3,600 if you're a child. And so if you have 2 children, $7,200 will be paid on a monthly basis. This is going to be life-changing. It's estimated this will do more to end child poverty in America than anything we've ever done. There's also the Earned Income Tax Credit. If you're over the age of 19 and not a full-time student and you're a childless worker, now you will get a check for $1,500 if you file. Small businesses not only will be able to borrow the money to keep businesses afloat, but get loan forgiveness and improving your business to get us back in the game. And by the way, all of this, economists left, right, and center argue and acknowledge will create 7 million more jobs and increase economic growth. Increase economic growth. There's so much more, but help is here. But I'm here in this great hospital to talk about a third way to help. And that's for your health, third type of health, and that's healthcare. I just concluded a tour of the radiation oncology department here at the James Cancer Center, which expanded thanks to a $100 million grant in the Affordable Care Act that Sherrod Brown was instrumental in making happen. That's in addition to the research funding Ohio State received under the Beau Biden cancer moonshot. Because of our investments, this department has gone from being able to treat 60 to 70 patients a day to nearly 300 a day. This place is a source of hope. I've said that when I ran, I said I wanted to be the president who would preside over the end of cancer as we know it. When we see
this is not super high energy. I don't think the mask is helping in particular.
It's within our reach. We're all benefit from the breakthroughs pioneered by the Defense Department, for example, research agency called DARPA, which helped bring us everything from the internet to GPS. Well, I'm going to be proposing to my friends in Congress that we launch a similar operation at the Department of Health, a new effort called ARPA-H to deliver health breakthroughs to find cures for cancer and other diseases by investing billions of dollars.
But those vaccine numbers are looking pretty good.
To do, drug companies don't have the capacity. And I know we can do this. I know we can find great breakthroughs. America does big things. 11 years ago today, President Obama signed into law the Affordable Care Act, historic achievement that would not have been possible but for the vision and determination of one of the most successful presidents in recent American history, Barack Obama. I might note parenthetically, when I got in the automobile to go over to HHS, he was laughing. I didn't know what he was laughing about. And he said, "Did you hear? They picked up what you said on the mic." All I can think was, thank God my mother wasn't around to hear it. But look, on this anniversary, we should remember just how close we have come to losing that act, what we fought so hard for. And we have a duty not just to protect it, but to make it better. And keep becoming a nation where health care is a right for all, not a privilege for a few. When I ran for president, I promised I would build on the foundation of the Affordable Care Act. And just 50 days into my administration, we've delivered on that promise with the American Rescue Plan. It does that by making health care more affordable. It means better coverage and lower premiums for millions of Americans. If you're enrolled in Obamacare, you're going to save an average of $50 a month, $600 a year by the reduction in payments. For a family of four earning $90,000 a year, that could save you $200 a month in savings. For a 60-year-old couple here in Ohio earning $75,000 per year, it could save them about $1,000 per month and to maintain the same health care. That's $12,000 a year in your pocket that you didn't have before. Because of the American Rescue Plan, if you lost health care because you lost your job or your hours were cut, we pay your contribution and your employer's contribution on a so-called COBRA. That's what your employer-based health insurance was. And so since if they've gone out of business or you're no longer there because you had to be laid off, you can stay covered for up to 6 months until you get back on your feet, because the federal government will cover both ends of that COBRA payment. For millions who are out of work and have no coverage, thanks to this law, there's an Obamacare plan that most folks can get with $0 premiums. Co-pays will still be there, but $0 premiums. 4 out of 5 Americans shopping on the Obamacare marketplace can get quality health care with a premium of $10 a month or less. Let me say that again. 4 out of 5 Americans who shop for a plan will find one for $10 or less per month. It's especially important in communities that historically have gone without insurance at higher rates. Very few communities that have always faced health disparities, brown, black, and Asian, Native American communities, have borne the brunt of the COVID crisis. We're also making it easier to sign up for Obamacare. We've opened healthcare.gov for special enrollments on February the 15th. In the first 2 weeks alone, more than 200,000 Americans gained coverage. Today, I'm pleased to announce that we've extended that period to run through August the 15th. Just go to healthcare.gov or call the national hotline, 1-800-318-2596. That's
Did he say August of 15 or August 15th? I think I misunderstood that maybe.
A few clicks and a short conversation, that's all it takes to start seeing these benefits. Increased coverage and lower premiums. I'll close with this. With the American Rescue Plan and the Affordable Care Act, millions of families will be able to sleep a little more soundly at night because they don't have to worry about losing everything if they get sick. I, like many of you, grew up in a middle class, I guess technically lower middle class household based on income. We lived in a 3-bedroom split level home with 4 kids and a grandpa living with us. And the walls are paper thin. I can imagine hearing my dad rolling back and forth, and I could tell there was something wrong. I remember asking my mom next morning, "What's the matter with Dad?" She said, "Honey, he's just worried. We just lost our health insurance. There's no longer has this coverage." People lying in bed wondering, my God, what happens? What happens if, in fact, I get sick? What happens if I turn and she has breast cancer, or I end up with a heart condition? What happens? And God forbid you're sitting on the edge of a hospital bed with someone you love, like I did with my son Bo as he was dying, and all you have to think about is, all they have to think about is getting better, not what happens if an insurance company could come in like they did before Obamacare and say, sorry, you've outrun your coverage. I used to sit there and think, my God, what would happen? What would I do? That's the difference. We're going to keep building until every American has that peace of mind. And to show that our government can fulfill its most essential purpose, to care for and protect the American people. When we work together, we can do big things, important things, necessary things. We saw it 11 years ago with the Affordable Care Act. We saw it 11 days ago when we marked the signing of the American Rescue Plan. But we're not done yet. Last week, we met my goal that I announced of administering 100 million shots in my first 100 days in office. At the time, the press said that's awfully audacious. Now that we've done it in 58 days, they're saying, boy, he sure set the bar awful low. Well, this week, we're announcing a new goal, to get more people vaccinated. But we need all the Americans to keep washing their hands.
Big announcement.
Staying socially distanced and wearing the mask when you're in public, as recommended by the CDC. And get vaccinated when it's your turn. It's a patriotic responsibility you have. Now is not the time to let down our guard. If we all do our part, after a long, dark year, we can show once again that we are the United States of America, that there's nothing we cannot do if we do it together. We're going to beat this pandemic. Because of the great docs up this staircase here, we're going to beat cancer as we know it as well. We're going to make sure, once and for all, that health care is a right, not a privilege in this nation. So I want to say to, again, the docs who spent the day with me, all the incredible work you're doing. I told them that when my son contracted stage 4 glioblastoma when coming home from Iraq, when he was in Iraq, that I had the opportunity, the president asked me to do what they called a cancer moonshot. I put together an organization that made up of 7 Nobel laureates, as well as another 30 docs in cancer field. And I was able to go and visit every major cancer facility in the world, save one. And we have some of the finest minds in the world, and they're right here at Ohio State, right here in Ohio, right here in the United States of America. And they break their necks every single day for us. We owe them. I want to thank you all. May God bless you. May God bless us all, and may God protect our troops. Thank you for hospitality.
So there's President Joe Biden delivering remarks. He will give his first formal full press briefing of the presidency on Thursday, and I will be here for it. That will be the last stream on my channel for the vacation week, and then we'll be back in early April. Before we wrap, I do. Nathaniel called my attention to a really powerful story of de-radicalization. This is on the subreddit. Listen to this inspirational story. How David pulled me out of the alt-right. This is really something. Sorry if some of you feel that I don't belong on here. I know I've done a lot of bad in the political discourse, but I wanted to thank David for pulling me out of the depths of MAGA land. I grew up in a Republican household, but never thought too much about politics for myself until I started listening to Joe Rogan a few years ago. That's when I fell into the pipeline that made me believe some crazy, disgusting things. Eventually, I started to seek and interpret the codes from Q, and if I didn't stumble on one of David's streams, I might be behind bars today for storming the Capitol. In late October last year, I came home from work and was looking for another liberal stream to spam with anti-Semitic messages. David's came up, and what he said changed my life forever. He went on a speech about how most peanut butters on the shelves of grocery stores have no business calling themselves anything but peanut butter spread because of all of the other ingredients beside peanuts and salt on the nutritional label. I was shocked. I ran straight into my kitchen and saw that what David said was right when I read the label on the peanut butter in my pantry. I was too irate to admit it, but a liberal was right about something, and my worldview was shaken to its core. Not long after, I started to wonder whether or not what Trump was saying and promising about making America great was being mislabeled, just like my peanut butter. Turns out that Trump was only making America worse with his policies that only benefited the rich and himself. I felt betrayed, but there was only one thing left to do. On November 3rd, I grabbed my MAGA hat and jar of peanut butter spread. I went to my polling place and threw them both in the trash before voting for Joe Biden and every other Democrat on my ballot. What a life-changing, earth-shaking story of de-radicalization, my friends. Absolutely inspirational, motivational, really, truly stunning stuff. And for more powerful stories like that, join the subreddit. We're at 29,000 viewers on the subreddit. Let's get to 30,000. DavidPakman.com/Reddit. If this is new copy pasta. This people are asking, is that fake? Yeah, it's fake in a sense, but it's not like a known copy pasta. It's specific to the David Pakman Show. All right, remember, new meme contest. This is the new meme format. Okay, it's a video meme format. Submit them to me, info@davidpakman.com by Sunday. By Sunday, all right? On Twitch, we are going to raid. There's no one I really follow right now that we should raid. Let's raid the Botez sisters. That's all I'm seeing. Maybe we'll get a mention from them. All right. So everybody, thanks for following and watching and all of this stuff. And on Thursday, we'll have the Joe Biden press briefing. And it's all going to be crazy. I appreciate you joining me. We'll see you tomorrow, then Thursday.